Hey kids, it's me, Ethan Samuels, also known as the Joke. Yes, I'm doing a bare-chested video, so sue me, but whatever. I look good. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the conversation we had tonight. This past weekend I had to face some pretty hard truths about the about my fitness business. When I first became a Beachbody coach, I thought I'd be spending most of my time exercising and teaching other people to get fit. And while that's a really crucial component of that, in order to really make money, I had to learn how to talk to people and how basically to shake more hands. And when it comes to actually speaking to people like that, I don't feel too uncomfortable. But I almost reveled in the fact that I'm kind of a caveman when it comes to technology, especially technologically based internet marketing. But the fact of the matter is that that's the skill that I had to learn to adapt to. Um, and the fact of the matter is I also had to get really comfortable with the idea of really treating this like a business, because that's what it is. It is a business. And I had to face the fact that, you know, as much as we like to say that, oh yeah, we're going to be able to do the same thing that, titans of the beachbody industry like Jason Diebold and Barbie Decker and Wayne Wyatt and Tommy Migrant and Josh Spencer and Scotty Hobbs and Lindsay Matway are doing. The sad truth is we're in the multi-level marketing industry, and to give you a little perspective on that, 97% of multi-level marketers don't actually make any money. So only the top 3% are real earners. Now, I'm not saying that to discourage you. In fact, I'd rather be in a business with the where there's a top 3% rather than the regular economy where there's the top 1% that everybody's prattling on about. The other difference is the only real difference between the top 3% and the bottom 1%, and the bottom 97% is that the top 3% actually go into this thing knowing that it's not going to be easy and busting their ass the same way that people who are titans of any industry bust their ass. And it's actually kind of interesting. I had a conversation with a couple of friends of mine who actually weren't in the Beachbody business, and they were talking about how, oh man, I wish so much that I could have gone back to the 1980s and opened the world's first sushi restaurant or founded Apple. I'm like thinking to myself, you'd still be you, and it's in the same industry, and just be at a different industry in a different time. I mean, hell, why stop in the 1980s? I mean, think about this. People liken the era that we're in right now to the Great Depression in terms of economic prospects. But the fact is, more new wealth was created during the Great Depression than at any other time in history. The thing is, it was created by people who saw the Great Depression as an opportunity that it was to create a whole bunch of new wealth. If you go back to any time in history and try to invent something that today, is a huge success, you'll still have to encounter all of the different pratfalls that the guys who actually invented it did. And you'd have to, endure the same obstacles and fight those same battles. Hell, when Rocky first came out in 1976, there were all these crazy obstacles that would have caused the lesser man to have given up, and plenty of people were expecting Sylvester Stallone to give up. In fact, more people were expecting Sylvester Stallone to give up than people were expecting Rocky to give up. It's actually kind of a funny story. I'll send you the documentary on it. But bottom line is, you got to be willing to stick it out. You got to be willing to take a couple hits, and you got to be willing to experiment. That's what this week and actually this month is really going to be about for me. Experimenting on the one thing that I know I'd like to expand, which is my funnel and my list of leads, so that I don't keep trying to wait on the same people to change, but actually go after people who actually want to be found. But the bottom line is I'm learning that what you see in a situation has almost nothing to do with the situation and almost everything to do with you. So essentially, if you want to change anything, or you want to change the economic situation, the state of health, then you need to really go and do what Michael Jackson says. And I started with the man in the mirror. And, start with the man in the mirror. That's all I got. Joke out.